All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Adrian is enjoying himself. He's got some cheezels.
Love it.
He loves it. So, first question, everyone. What is your favourite chip?
Or it has to be the Smith chips, like the original.
Smith's original can't go wrong.
They came with the footy cards, right? Is that right? Smith chips?
Yeah, Smith's chips were back in, when we were younger, yeah.
Well, I think Adrian's has to be.
Adrian,
Cheezels, those are too good, man. Wow.
Adrian loves cheezels.
Finger looking good.
I used to love Doritos, the red packet.
The OG.
Yeah. But now I'm kind of over them.
Well, now there's different stuff made of. Like, do you get like little Doritos?
I prefer popcorn over chips.
Oi. Really?
Yeah, just normal popcorn. Salty popcorn.
Yeah.
Or caramel popcorn.
You just can't have too much or else you just start choking.
I reckon Adrian will ever choke on cheeses, man. He smashed that whole thing.
I just smashed like 50,000 cheezels, so I'm good for the night.
Alright, well, on that note, speaking of being good for the night, last Thursday night, Roosters beat Parramatta Eels and Josh tipped Para. So it's good to see Josh get the L there because he hates Para and he still tipped Para, so it means he hates Roosters more. Yeah. I think everyone here should know Josh is an undercover.
He's an undercover cop for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And he really hates Para and Roosters with all his guts that he has in him.
So we'll just leave that there. But no, great win by the boys. Para, they came back, so they scored like a couple of tries. Doesn't really count, to be honest. Roosters put him to bed. With Tedesco getting knocked out and no Manu, I think Suali'i did a great job at fullback, and the boys did well. And it's another win at home. It's becoming a fortress. It is.
Wouldn't say. Wouldn't go that far.
Allianz Stadium is becoming a fortress, and it'll be more of a fortress than what Combank Stadium was for Eels.
If you go in depth for this game, I think Roosters didn't play that good. Parramatta didn't play that good. I don't think any of these teams take anything out of the game. I think they take the win and run with it. But you look at that first half, for a fact you guys should have put 28 on them in the first half. Putting
28 points on with no Teddy and no Manu is a big achievement.
No, but we're talking first half here. When it was Teddy for 22 minutes, when they had one player in the bin, you guys should have put...
That's credit to Paris the fact.
No, it is. But you know that you should have put more points on them, and the game should not have been this close. It shouldn't have been this close.
Look, at the end of the day, a win's a win. And in saying that, I don't think the Doggies did any better in playing good footy, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Well, this week, dogs are war back.
We can't talk about the Dogs yet. We will, but we can't. Raiders and Penrith, absolutely embarrassing. Like, Raiders are just embarrassing, period. I want to see... I don't want to see... I was going to say, I want to see the Raiders up against the Tigers, but I don't want to see that.
Yeah. Because
the Raiders have such a good team, and it's just like... Well, I don't even know what's going on, but Penrith, look like they're back to their old form. Salmon scores, screams out, "We got a dog." So I guess it sums up the match. Do you boys want to touch on anything there, or you want to touch on To'o? He's been quiet.
Yeah, I just want to say that the guy at Gledswood Hills pub was very angry with you, To'o. Needed to score a try for him to win his multi, but yeah, we've got to get some try scoring from you, To'o.
Yeah, I think Penrith's too strong, but they're very heavy on the left side. They're loving their left side footy.
Yeah.
I think To'o will be on the left side a few seasons ago, switches to the right. But I think when it goes right, it's just Crichton. It's just Crichton's game.
Yeah, everything's to the left, just like that Beyonce song, baby. But
to the left.
Fair enough.
Adrian, what's your favourite song of all time?
Oh, honestly, it's actually by Beyonce, Halo.
Oh, actually, I love Halo. I didn't expect you to say that, but
Me too.
But Josh, your favourite song?
What's that one from Lion King?
Oh gosh.
The one where he...
I'm not singing that.
I forget how it goes.
That's so fun, yeah.
Play a track.
That's actually your favourite song of all time?
No, it's not, but I just love it.
That's emotional.
Actually, no.
Yours is emotional.
I like the one where they walk into the forest.
And they're singing lines behind them.
And they're singing...
No one's is Matilda.
Nah.
Waltzing with
Matilda. Mine is Forever by Chris Brown.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't even know you were a big Lion King fan.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. I couldn't think of a song.
Fake Justin Bieber fan. Rabbitohs 10, Storm 18. We backed Rabbitohs here because we thought they were due for a win. They're at home, and the Storm haven't been doing too good. But the Storm do what they usually do and just surprise everyone and show us that they're still always a threat, even when we think they're playing some real bad footy. Thoughts on this one, boys?
I got a bone to pick. Latrell Mitchell, I haven't seen you since round 1. Let's wake up. Let's play some footy. And your coach said. He said you need to put yourself more into the game in the first half. We haven't seen much from Latrell Mitchell. What are your thoughts?
I'm thinking big game this week, by the way.
Yeah, of course you do. But I think Latrell Mitchell's not game fit at all. I think he needs to lose a few kgs there. He's not fit enough for that fullback role. Storm did play well though. They came out and probably played their second best game of the year, probably. But going into a big game against Roosters, we'll get into that soon. But yeah,
on Latrell, he never needs to lose weight. And I want to say this because I'm a quite a strong critic of Latrell at times. Everyone thinks they're an expert, but being like an ex-Rooster, I always appreciate what he did for the club, and I don't want to get into that whole story, but he's just one of those players where it's just like he's a pure Indigenous freak, and I say it all the time. It's just, and it's like not even being like racist or stereotypical, but it's like that Indigenous build where they're not like muscly in all the aspects that certain NRL players should look like or whatever the main stereotype is. He's just like, he's, for the size he is, like obviously he doesn't look the most fittest. He's not like super lean or bulky at all, but like it doesn't matter that everyone's like, oh, he's got a bit of a belly, or he's super fit and super strong and still puts on great performances even when he's not even doing much. Like, I don't think Latrell needs to change anything apart from getting himself more involved in the game. I don't think he needs to lose weight, he needs to run harder, nothing. Just pick up the involvement.
Just needs to do a Bronco.
Josh is
I don't think he'll be able to do a Bronco, but I think he needs to get fitter. He does need to get fitter.
I don't know. I don't even like the Rabbitohs. I hate the Rabbitohs, man. But I'm defending Latrell here. Yeah. I think he's all right. I don't know.
They're cool.
You know he's all right. The Newcastle Knights, to be honest, like everyone was like, oh, no Ponga, they're going to be like the worst team in the comp. And I mean, they probably forgot about the Tigers' existence. But 32 all against Manly. How do you feel as a Manly fan not being able to ice that game? Like, genuine question, because I thought it was yours.
Yeah, it was very disappointing. And it started with stupidity from Olokoate. I know why I need to hold him back. But like, the guy's an excellent player. I mean, even Lachlan Miller was too scared to tackle him. That was pretty funny. Lachlan Miller had a brain snap there. But look, overall, I was very disappointed with the performance because we had a great squad that we fielded. And down in Mudgee, wanted to prove to the Mudgee Manly fans could have won. But yeah.
And there were heaps of them.
Heaps, yeah. That's why I wanted to win for them. But yeah, it was disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thoughts on the Knights?
They did well. For some reason, they're playing better without Ponga.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe because they get a full game from their fullback. Not to be
that was so rude.
Not to take a joke, make a joke, but I'm being serious because Lockie Miller has probably been their best fullback in the last 5 years. Like, the back-to-back performances.
Yeah, no, Miller's been gone.
He's done his job. He doesn't have to be outstanding. He just needs to be there, make his tackles, pass the ball when he has to pass the ball, and that's what he's doing. And they probably didn't deserve to, draw or win this game, but they didn't. They did. So
hustle.
That's it. It's a bit of hustle.
Yeah, the Dragons won at home 38-12 over the Dolphins. We all tipped the Dolphins just purely because of the Wayne Bennett effect and how good the Dolphins have been going. But the Dragons actually, they did well.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
It's about time they stepped up, personally. It was pretty good. Sloan stepped up. Hunt stepped up. Back rower stepped up. I was pretty happy with the performance by Dragons and disappointed with the Dolphins, actually, despite them having a few players out. It's understandable, but yeah.
Milford got injured, which wasn't good, but I don't think it would have changed the overall result with who got the 2 points.
Yeah, I think Dragons 2 weeks back when they were in 2 really good games and let it go in the second half, they just had to stick out through this game. There was a point where everyone thought, Dolphins might come back when they haven't scored, but they held strong and got this win. They had to win this game.
I feel bad for Anthony Griffin, for Dragons fans, sorry, because Griffin, he's the coach. They get the win over the Dolphins. Not many teams have beaten the Dolphins this year, and then Dragons managed to score 38 points at home. Everyone's happy. It makes him look good. He's still not the man for the job, but it's going to make him look good for a little bit, which is a bit annoying for you Dragons fans. But you're a basket case of a club, just like the West Tigers, who lost 46-12 to the Broncos. We should probably just have a segment for the Tigers at the end where we just speak our honest thoughts. respectfully.
We should get a Tigers fan on here.
Yeah, we need to get a Tigers fan on here badly.
Thoughts. I reckon there's a lot of Tigers fans out there that just want to express their feelings, and they're holding everything inside.
We can make a change.
We could be like, not to touch on mental health and like make fun of anything, but I'm just saying we could genuinely be their counselors. Imagine they just get to voice everything and everyone gets to hear and be like, shit, man, it must actually suck to go for the Tigers. Yeah. Like, someone might be like, oh, I thought going for Bulldogs was bad. But then they hear a Tigers fan.
It's detrimental to the Tigers fans. And yet again, another thrashing. Although we'll come back to this week later.
Yeah, we'll come back to Tigers later. We don't want to talk about it. Broncos, well done. Keep on winning and then choke at the end. I think Broncos have peaked way too early. They're looking good, but I don't think this type of form will be sustainable. Sharks 30, Warriors 32. Josh, Adrian, we all got this one wrong. Up the wires, like everyone's happy for the Warriors, but
that was crazy.
Josh?
Well, I missed the second half of this game because I was going to the Doggies game, but that first half, I just thought it was finished. I genuinely thought, I turned TV off, man.
26-6.
I thought it was done. Like, they were on fire, the Sharks. I don't know what happened. Apparently it started raining, but that can't be the cause of this comeback.
Well, I watched this game very, very closely, and I couldn't believe it with my own eyes. And I just thought the hustle and the resilience from the Warriors to keep going and to fight, because it was 12-0 in 3 minutes. At Shark Park, you're not coming back from that. And for the Warriors to come back, to fight, to keep going, and Sean Johnson to lift the boys, what a performance by him, by the way.
Yeah, Sean Johnson was incredible.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next round.
The next round, lad.
Nah, I feel bad, Josh. All right. The Dogs beat the Cowboys 15-14. Josh Reynolds, major return. Josh was very excited. Apparently, his missus had to change his pants a few times. Just out of excitement.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
So I had like.
We'll just let him.
I had Cowboys fans behind me, in a Bulldogs box. I don't know why it happened, and then I had some more in front of me, and I'm just like, they're all yelling the whole game, and I'm just like, just sitting on my chair saying nothing. I know I'm in the chat with you guys, messaging you boys. I had 20%. I turned my phone off. I need to get that content later. Turned it off. I just sat there and just watched. And I've never been so nervous. Like, it got to the end of that game, I'm like, we have to score. I think with the Matt Burns did a chip and chase.
Yeah.
And everyone stood up, and from that moment, I don't think anyone sat down. Like, it took the last 10 minutes. It was brilliant. Like, as a Doggies fan, I haven't seen us play like that in a while. And I know it's not a big win, but it was a gritty win, and it was unbelievable. And then Matt burned the ice from the sideline. That's why he should be in our Origin number 6 jersey.
Well, Bulldogs fans in general, congratulations first of all, whatever, but settle down, man. Yeah. Adrian, some of the carry-on was like grade 3.
Guys, let's come back down to earth here. You won one game, and apparently he's won the grand final of the NRL 2023. Congratulations. Don't mean to be rude, but just chill. It's what round is it?
Yeah, chill. We're going into round 6, so like we're not even in the double digits yet.
But we're gonna know this is a big game to win. That was a massive game to win. It's a season-changing game. That's what it is.
Well, I hope it's a season-changing game for the Dogs. Like, NRL's always doing better when teams like Dogs are doing better. There's no lie. Like, they've got one of the most loyal, probably the most loyal fan base, and a massive fan base, and the fans back the players, which is cool to see.
Yeah.
So, like, I always hope the Dogs do well. I don't necessarily like them, but I genuinely hope they do well. So it's good. It's good to see. And Matty Burton's a gun, so like, it's probably good for his career too. Josh Reynolds came on, changed the game. I mean, everyone's probably spoken about Reynolds a billion times this week, but we'll see if he can back it up every week now, and if he's part of the squad every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we move on to this week, boys, Formula 1, Max Verstappen, Super Max. What I was discussing with you boys earlier was like how crazy it is, how many sports we have going on at a time and things like that. And obviously we're SportShed TV. We try to cover everything. We predominantly do rugby league, but we might get some people on who are experts at other sports just to talk their thing about sports. We might get some F1 people on.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We've got a lot of followers now, 13.2k in fact.
Oh yes, thank you.
So yeah, I think our followers deserve for us to showcase all sports.
Yeah, so any F1 fans, hit us up and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, Max Verstappen too good. A few red flags in the race. But yeah, it was a crazy race. And then also the Sevens was on over the weekend in Hong Kong, and then we got Singapore this weekend. So the Australian men didn't do too well, but the women, they killed it as usual. Charlotte Caslick just on top, just an absolute weapon. Made the
leaderboard.
Yeah, she came fourth in the leaderboard, and she's first for our team.
Yeah, and
9 tries, 45 points. You know, just lost the grand final.
And WrestleMania was on too.
WrestleMania was on.
Did
Bro,
anyone see KSI?
I watched it live.
Get folded into 5 pieces.
They've changed it. Like WWE, I watched WWE always since a kid, and I was like, you know what, WrestleMania, I haven't watched this in ages. I'm like, bang, turned it on. I was like, wow, it's so different to when I was a kid. Then I saw that Prime bottle in KSI. I'm like, these guys are marketing geniuses. But like, man, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say.
Apparently, like all the games were rated like all the matches was like 10 out of 10s. Like there was not one like.
Every match was gun. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
I saw something on TikTok. Was Snoop Dogg there too?
Bro, Snoop Dogg came in a car with Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio versus his son.
Yeah, I know. Bro, the whole storyline's messed up.
Yeah.
Do you remember Shane McMahon?
Yeah.
He came back and stuffed up like one of the what was supposed to happen. Apparently Snoop Dogg improvised and like saved the show.
Well, Snoop's always high. Yeah. But speaking of high in a different sense, they call themselves. I'm just choking on my words. They said the partners in prime instead of the partners in crime. And I thought that was so cringe. But anyway, the partners in prime, but Mr. Paul jumps down and bang, smashes down on KSI. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's the content world coming.
It was a content world. You know, I haven't watched wrestling in so long that the poles where the turnbuckles are, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
The poles are now electronic advertisement boards.
Yeah.
Like everything is like just pure marketing.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, obviously NFL is known for the halftime show and stuff like that. But they had random ads. Like I think they had like M&M's pouring down the stadium at one point. I'm like,
what's going on with the WWE?
it's just a money fest. But speaking of money fest, two of the richest clubs versus each other. The first round.
Love that straight snap.
That was a straight snap, guys. But I just remembered, you know, it's Melbourne Storm versus my Sydney Roosters, and you know everyone makes fun of the Storm premiership winning team to all have like their own yachts and things like that. And Roosters, so they don't get too many salary cap jokes, I don't think anymore. But
yeah, I think I'll give it to them.
Look, 6th versus 3rd. Roosters at $2. Gamble responsibly. But honestly, I'm backing the Roosters. The boys aren't. They're back in Melbourne. Jerome Hughes is back. It's massive for the Storm. We have no Teddy. I get it, but. We get Manu back.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. It's probably game of the round.
It is game of the round.
Yeah. I just think what you said, that in and that out in terms of Hughes coming in is the difference and Teddy going out.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the difference there.
Yeah, and Melbourne at home, off a win in Sydney. Yeah, it's set up for him.
We've broken their heart there a couple of times. We'll do it again. But speaking of broken hearts,
Yeah, there's going to be a broken bulldog in the house on Friday night, Easter Friday. Josh, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it's
going to be my Good Friday.
It's good for. Whoa, settle down here.
It's going to be good.
Can we just? Does everyone know that you know your girlfriend's family, they're all massive Souths fans? So
yeah,
when they celebrate it full time and Josh has to get content, I feel bad.
Yeah,
but I know we're going to win this game. I'm confident.
Mama, we know Latrell's turning up for this game.
Latrell's turning up. Latrell was actually going to have a comeback. People talking shit about his performances.
Yeah. So and they just started this week. Really, I haven't really heard a lot of shit talking about his performance, but this week it started to come known. So I think he's ready.
He needs a shoulder from Carraz. That's what he needs. Get a bit of a shoulder from Carraz, mate. Take him over the sideline.
I would have won a bit of biff this weekend.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I've missed it.
Yeah.
It was a good one on the weekend. Someone get folded. It's like, I can't remember. But anyways,
Tedesco, poor thing, his head got folded. Anyways, talk everyone through, you know, tell them about your Bulldogs and how they're going to beat the Rabbitohs magically and things like that.
Yeah, I think this will be another grudge match. I don't think we're going to win pretty, but it's going to be down the middle. Keep going down the middle. Don't try and go wide. I don't think we play our best footy going wide. So work that middle. Get Cam Murray a bit tired. You know, he's a workhorse. So work him a bit and then, you know, strike late with the Adakar and Carraz on the wings.
Don't think the wide are going to be the gaps in your defence, I think. Because I reckon
our defence is solid.
A new one.
Our defence is too solid in the middle. They're going to get us in the wings, and if they do, it'll be a lucky try.
We're back in the Rabbits.
Yeah.
Josh is back in the Dogs. Makes sense. We're all back in the Cowboys. Cowboys over Dolphins. It's funny because it's 14th versus 7th, and if we told you at the start of the season, you'd probably think it'd be the other way around with the teams. But the Cowboys, they get Ruben Cotter back, Scott Drinkwater back. They're at home. Dolphins, a couple injuries. I don't see them bouncing back from that loss to the Dragons. Do you?
No, I think I'm very, very confident here with the Cowboys. Those big names coming back, and I think they're going to gel and do really well.
Yeah, I'm just not confident with the Cowboys bench playing Chester and Granville. It's just a bit odd for me. Like, I was kind of leaning towards Dolphins, but then without a halfback, I was like, how are they going to win this game? So
their spine's back together, but I think it's just in case of injuries, they've got those two people there. Because I don't feel like Cowboys need the biggest forward pack to take on the Dolphins, to be honest.
It's true. That's true.
Penrith have got Manly. Josh and I are back in Penrith just simply because of the great performance last week, and Manly have kind of disappointed us. But do you want to save your Seagulls like I saved my Roosters and Josh saved his Dogs?
Look, honestly, I think it's going to be a grudge match here. I think Manly are going to go down to the wire. We've got some big players. You can't rule out Manly when you've got Tommy Turbo on the park. We've got Olakau'atu, Tuolagi. What are you going to say, Josh?
Did Manly go 3 golden points in a row?
It's possible. And I think Deja Evans finally steps up.
I don't think it's possible to take Penrith to Golden Point if you're Manly at this point in the season.
The odds are on their side. Loss in Golden Point, draw in Golden Point. It's got to be the third time lucky Golden Point.
I'll say one more thing. If we do go in front, there is a chance that we'll win. But if Penrith put one try, 2 try, we'll be gone. Because Penrith are a team that cruise in front. So
yeah,
Penrith do like what Rabbitohs used. When I say used to do, it's like, I haven't seen it from them in a while, but it's like a 1-2 punch. The game will be close. Then bang, bang, 2 quick tries, both converted within the space like 6 minutes, and it's like, shit, the game's done. Yeah. Souths used to always do it.
Yeah.
They'll probably do it this Friday. Broncos against the Raiders. We're all back in the Broncos just purely because the Raiders are horrible and Broncos are first. They're undefeated. They're on fire. Yet another home game. So, yay, get down to Suncorp.
I just want to know, who do you guys think is the star player in that Broncos lineup right now?
Payne Haas, bro. Payne Haas is that guy.
I think they were talking about on the Matty John show, who's that? Would you pay $1 million for Payne Haas or more? Yeah. And then they were saying, I think Hindy said he's like, I would pay anything for Payne Haas. If he's in the team, I'm confident I can get a win.
If he's in the 4-pack, you want to play with him.
Yeah. Well, you're an important player when your team's winning and your coach is like, nah, I'll just keep you off for a bit.
Yeah, that's such a gift.
That is a gift. But the Broncos too strong.
Yeah. Titans, Dragons, they versed a few weeks ago. The Dragons pulled their pants down at home, but now the Titans get a chance to return serve. I'm back in the Titans here. BKR, thank us later, because I think the boys are doing the same thing.
Yeah, I've got the Titans here. That's it for me.
I think it's the first time I think the Titans in 4 weeks, but I have to, they only versed a few weeks ago and they won, and now they're home. So I can only assume they're going to win this game.
They lost. Titans lost last time.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Dragons got him at home.
Yeah, Dragons got him.
Wait, what? What round was this?
Yeah.
Round
2?
Wow. Wait.
Yeah, the Dragons
what
got
was
him.
The score? That's right. I was off the bye. Dragons bye.
Yeah, Dragons are off the bye.
That's right.
Now Titans are off the bye.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Makes
I'm going
sense.
Titans.
Yeah, no, I've still got Titans.
Yeah. I think Titans are a better team all round now. So.
Wow, is that the last time Dragons won too? They won last week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look 1 win to the Dogs. Look what it does to him. It fries his brain. Knights and Warriors. The Warriors are on fire, but this is such a Warriors game to lose.
Yeah. Oh.
The Knights at home, they haven't really disappointed too much.
Jeez, I've gone against the Warriors last 2 weeks and they've won every single week.
Yeah, exactly right. Warriors are that type of team that they'll beat a team that's coming 5th or 6th, like a Sharks or a Cowboys.
This is what I mean.
Yeah.
And then the Warriors will go versus the Knights or the Tigers, and then somehow they'll lose. Somehow, Norman.
I do think Warriors win. I think Warriors win. They're just playing too good.
I think the Knights at home, after drawing with Manly, they were in it against the Dolphins. They didn't win.
Yeah.
They beat Canberra. Who'd they not? The Knights beat someone else the other week. Canberra.
Canberra.
I know Canberra haven't been too impressive, but Knights are sticking it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm backing them.
Yeah.
I just feel like this is such a Warriors game to lose.
It's such a hard game, though. It's a hard game.
Next is the last game. It's Easter Monday. Tigers Eels. Last year it was Golden Point, and did it go Golden Point or just extra time? Last second.
It was Hastings, right?
Was it last second? Yeah. Hastings field goal. Mm-hmm. 1 point win. What's happening this time around? 17th versus 15th.
Well, I think me, Josh, and Norman have surprisingly gone with the Tigers here to beat the Para. Why is that, boys?
When all goes wrong, you can only go right.
That's great.
I don't know if anyone's ever said that. I actually don't know.
That's a great saying.
But when all goes wrong, you could probably only go right.
Tigers are going to win this game.
everything's gone wrong. The club is in shambles. They're 0-5. Their coach made a joke about them potentially losing to the bye.
Yeah.
Their Anzac jersey isn't even commemorating anything to do with Anzacs. It's an American battlefield picture.
Literally.
Or American troops or whatever. It's got nothing to do with Australia or New Zealand or Anzac Day. Their CEO, he's got like a disgusting hairline and haircut. I don't know why he's holding onto his hair, but he's also holding onto his phone in the dressing room, scrolling through his phone. He's wearing a tracksuit, he's not even being professional.
Yeah.
He made the effort to go to the game in Suncorp,
Yeah.
and he's literally just sitting there on his phone in a tracksuit.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And they talk about the center of excellence, and I think James Hooper said this, like, there's a barber in their center of excellence.
Yeah.
Like, you're more worried about getting quality haircuts or quality performances on the field.
Yeah.
I've got a mate who'll give you a fresh fade for $20. Like,
We've got Friday for $10.
yeah, 15 actually.
15, yes.
Yeah, 10 for pensioners. But yeah, my barber, $15, and it's a good cut always. But everything's gone wrong, so we need to go right. I'm going with the Tigers.
Luke Brooks masterclass, boys.
He is due too. Luke Brooks is due to have a good game. Otherwise, it's bound to come to a point where you just can't save the guy anymore.
No, he's unsavable, in my opinion. But I
Luke
reckon...
Brooks golden point. He's going to kick a field goal. He's going to win the game for him. He's going to win the game for him. I want to see Para sitting 16th. That's what I want to see.
That'd be nice.
Para expected to win. But Tigers are $3.27, and I
That's
reckon
not
they've
bad.
got it in them.
That's not
They
bad.
should be paying about $8. What's good?
It's because it's 15th. It's 15th versus 17. That's why.
Yeah, true.
Sharks get the bye much needed after losing, to be honest with you. But,
Yeah.
guys, we have an important... Anything you guys want to say before I pull up an important segment we got?
Do you want to do the FANZO tips? Want to quickly run through them?
Yep, all right. FANZO NRL tips, all right. So, all right, guys. FANZO NRL tips brought to you by FANZO. Download the app, put in the code SportShed, and you can join our league. If you do well, you get a schooner of VB. Why not?
Shut it down.
All right, guys. Let's
get
go through the
better.
FANZO tips. Storm or Roosters?
Storm.
Bulldogs or Rabbitohs?
Rabbits.
Cowboys or Dolphins?
Cowboys.
Panthers or Manly?
Panthers.
Broncos or Raiders?
Broncos.
Titans or Dragons?
Titans.
Knights or Warriors?
Knights.
Tigers versus Eels?
Tigers.
G up, Tigers fans. All right, guys. Important segment now. Fan questions. We had a lot of you guys reply, but we're only going to answer 4 each week. All right, guys. We're answering 4 questions each week.
Let's do it. Let's get that money.
Money.
Okay, boys.
Oh, sorry.
First one was from Campbell.
Campbell Graham.
No, not Campbell Graham. Who's your top 5 players right now? It's a tough one, but it is what it is.
I could go top of my head. Payne Haas, number 1. Jacob Carraz, number 2. The Hammer, number 3. Reece Walsh, number 4. And a Lokawatu, number 5.
That's massive. I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree with the first 2, and then agree with Reece Walsh. I would add Nico Hines. And
Just because he's only played one game, that's why I haven't put him there.
2. I'll
He didn't have
put.
Preston in a second.
I'll put number 5. I'm trying to think about who's playing good right now. Go
Someone from the Bulldogs. Right?
Harry Grant.
Oh, yeah.
Fair shout.
Yeah.
Boys, will Reece Walsh play for Queensland this year?
I'm going 100. Oh, if he keeps his form up the way he is, he deserves that.
That's from
fullback
Brycey,
spot.
by the way, sorry.
Cheers, Bryce. He deserves it. So, well, let's see if he keeps it up. Josh.
Yes.
Simple, I like
Okay,
that.
simple one. So that's from Brycey. And then we got one coming in from Hayden. And Hayden wants to know our thoughts on early grand final prediction. I'm still going Roosters Penrith, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to change. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
I'm going to go Roosters Manly.
I'm going to go Broncos v Penrith. That's the grand final this year.
Moody, big fan of the page. Who will break the Broncos winning streak?
Depends who they've got.
Give me a second. Who looks next week? Not Titans.
So let's go through the Broncos draw. They got Titans and Para, both away games. They got Rabbitohs at home.
Yeah.
Manly away. They got Melbourne away. No, Manly's not away. Manly's Magic Round.
Oh.
That's not good.
I say Melbourne, round 11.
I'll say the Rabbitohs.
I reckon it goes that long.
Oh my God, they have. Sorry guys, I just saw this. Round 11, they have Storm away. Then they have Penrith. That could be 2 losses in a row. Warriors away. If Warriors are still doing good, that's a tough away trip. Sharks away.
Wow.
Yeah,
Could be 4 L's in a row.
I'll say round 11's their first loss.
Fair call.
All right. Last question. And I've almost lost it, but we will come back to it. Give me one moment, guys. It's always good to have some difficulties.
Brought to you by Fanzo.
In the meantime, let's sing.
And let's be in remembrance, or it's not Anzac Day yet, but in remembrance of the fallen soldiers, I like to commemorate their efforts. So for now, I'll sing the Cheyenne anthem. Australians, oh. Any help?
No, well, there's no help from me. Guys, I must be fried because we did 4 questions. I was looking for the 4th. We did it, so well done there. Yeah, that was 4 questions.
I don't remember it.
Really?
Well, we're probably going to have to watch this back. That's embarrassing if it's not, but I thank you for everyone sending in your questions. There were heaps, but I screenshotted 4 and I went through them all.
I do remember one more at the back of my head. They were asking us, who do we reckon is going to be the hardest combination for New South Wales this year?
Yeah, I didn't select that one only because we touched on it in a video not so long ago. It'll probably still be Cleary and Luai, but I'd love to see Hines in there or Burden.
I think now what I saw Burden did, I just want him in there.
Yeah. I think Brennan gets the gig. Yeah.
Burden at 14, is that a possibility? Because he can play centre.
I think Hines is better at 14 than a Burden.
Agree.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys, any closing statements? Josh taking a sip of water as I asked that question, my bad.
I just want to say, for everyone celebrating Easter out there, have a happy and safe Easter.
Yes, have a happy and safe Easter. And enjoy the footy.